This is Nurse of Death, the Lucy Letby story, a gripping true crime podcast that takes you deep into the chilling tale of allegations against Lucy Letby, a seemingly caring and dedicated nurse who harbored a dark secret. Join us as we unravel the twisted journey of a medical professional whose actions sent shockwaves throughout the healthcare community. It's the story of a nurse who went from saving lives to becoming the harbinger of death. This is Nurse of Death, the Lucy Letby story. A heavy silence hung in the air as a nurse took the stand at the Manchester Crown Court to give evidence in the harrowing murder trial of 33-year-old Lucy Letby. The courtroom listened intently to the distressing account of the baby girl's final moments, a fragile life cruelly snuffed out by the nurse she trusted. Accused of murdering the infant, referred to as Child I, on her fourth attempt, Letby's actions took place within the sterile confines of the Countess of Chester Hospital's neo-natal unit. The testifying nurse, whose identity remains protected for legal reasons, recounted the chilling events leading up to Child I's death on October 23, 2015. The nurse had cared for Child I the night before her untimely demise and had dressed the infant, who had become very unsettled. When Child I's mother returned to the unit later to deliver cash she had raised, she asked the nurse about the baby's clothing. The nurse explained that she had dressed Child I in an attempt to soothe her. "I don't remember saying to her that Child I didn't die of prematurity. I only remember the baby grow part of the conversation," the nurse clarified. Child I, who weighed a mere 2 pounds 2 ounces at her birth in August 2015, showed signs of improvement by September 29. Medics observed that she was gaining weight nicely and doing ok. However, on the afternoon of September 30, Child I required breathing assistance from nursing staff via a face mask after a large vomit caused her blood oxygen levels and heart rate to plummet. As Child I's designated nurse during that shift, Letby handed over the infant's care to night shift nurse Bernadette Butterworth in the early evening. The baby's condition worsened once again, and the oxygen face mask was employed. The court heard that no chest wall movement was detected. Observing Child I's swollen tummy, Miss Butterworth asked Letby to aspirate the nasogastric feeding tube, which released a fair amount of air and 2 ml of milk. She settled down. She came back to normal, her heart rate and respiratory rate, Miss Butterworth recalled. Suspecting a bowel issue, doctors prescribed antibiotics, ordered blood tests, and requested x-rays. On the afternoon of October 1, Letby sent a message to a colleague. Child I was found gasping in cot, full resus and vented. Don't know why. Wasn't nice. Another nurse, whose identity is also protected, revealed to the court that the unit faced massive staffing issues at the time, prompting many to work extra shifts. Letby, described as young, living in a doctor's halls of residence and saving to buy a house, was eager to take on additional hours as she was qualified to provide emergency care if needed. She was single and was willing and wanting to do extras, the nurse added. The prosecution asserts that Letby made further attempts to kill Child I in the early hours of October 13 and 14 before her final, devastatingly successful effort later that month. The defendant is alleged to have harmed the infant by injecting air into her feeding tube and bloodstream or overfeeding her with milk. The defense argues that Child I's clinical problems may have been inevitable given her extreme immaturity. Letby, originally from Hereford, vehemently denies murdering 7 babies and attempting to murder 10 others between June 2015 and June 2016. As the trial continues, the chilling narrative unveils a sinister betrayal of trust, leaving a wake of heartbreak and anguish in its path. This is Nurse of Death, the Lucy Letby story, a gripping true crime podcast that takes you deep into the chilling tale of allegations against Lucy Letby, a seemingly caring and dedicated nurse who harbored a dark secret. Join us as we unravel the twisted journey of a medical professional whose actions sent shockwaves throughout the healthcare community. It's the story of a nurse who went from saving lives to becoming the harbinger of death. This is Nurse of Death, the Lucy Letby story.